Is up, KLIQPOD Nation? Man, thank you as always for joining your boy JG for this week's Tuesday night Smackdown live review. And I gotta say, this week's show was actually good again. Damn, that makes 2 in a row. What the hell, are they giving us Christmas early? So I'm pretty excited to hop into this review. We're not gonna waste a lot more time. Let's go ahead and let's get to the intro. What's up, guys? Huge shout out to Meg, KLIQPOD's biggest fan. Also, huge shout out to my buddy Direct WWE. Go follow him on Twitter. Check out his WWE memes. They are hilarious. With that being said, guys, let's get to this review, man. So last night, very first shot we get is The Miz, Maurice, and Miss Baby Scott. They pull up to the arena looking fresh as always. Just getting you ready and excited for the night. If you guys don't know, last night was the first premiere episode of The Miz and Mrs. It wasn't bad, man. If you guys haven't seen it, I definitely recommend go check that out. I will probably be checking out a couple more previous issues. It was just cool because we got to see some backstage stuff that we normally wouldn't get to see. Especially if you're like me and you don't really follow, people's backstage things and stuff like that. Like what they do outside the live. I mean, that's a great way just to get another little sneak peek inside. Now, don't get me wrong. I follow people on Twitter and everything like that, but I can't say I'm in the constant know of wrestlers' personal lives. Try to just keep it to in-ring, because that's what we want here at KLIQPOD. I'm not here to judge you on what you do outside the WWE, only inside, baby. But our main show kicks off with one of the best heels of all time, man. And if you guys are new to the channel, in my top 3, I have Randy Orton. I've always had him. If you're a follower of the channel, you've known this. I absolutely love Randy Orton. What I don't love is babyface Orton. I like anti-heel Orton sometimes when he first makes the return, but that's it. Outside of that, man, the reason I fell in love with Randy Orton is because he is one of my favorite heels of all time. I think when he is truly the Viper, that's when he is truly at his best, man. And last night, God, man, return to form, man. He starts the show off with a promo. You guys know how I'm hit and miss with promos, man. Either it's good and I like it, or you just drop the ball and I'm just not going to enjoy it. With that being said, man, Randy comes in last night. He drops the heel promo. The dude reminded me of, man, he brought up why he was the legend killer, why he is the Viper, how great he really is. And the thing that has ruined him is the fans, man. I mean, I thought it was pretty hilarious. He tries to play it as the fans underappreciate him. No, we just underappreciate probably babyface Orton because you're very boring, man. You just don't have the charisma to be a babyface. But as a heel, man, you were dark, sinister, and freaking amazing. So already, man, within the very first segment of the show last night, I'm on level 100. Hearing Randy come out like that, man, that is why he is the team captain of, and literally the reason I named my team RKO to your dome. Because, I could possibly be looking at simultaneous title holders with heel Orton and Braun Strowman. Do you know what that would do for my fantasy life? And do you know how good that would be for wrestling, man? But damn, man, we need more of this. We need more of what we saw last night from Smackdown, man. SmackDown's really been doing it right. I beat up on Raw all the time, man. And it's not because Roman Reigns is on Raw. I mean, hell, because not Monday night, but last week's Monday, I actually gave Raw a good review, man. And I even gave Roman Reigns' match a good review. So it's not Roman, man. It's their creative and their writing, man. It is so bad on that programming. they'll give you a good show, and then you got another month of shit shows, man. And I'm not saying SmackDown's the great, man. If you go back and watch, I got shit ton of reviews talking shit about SmackDown. But last night, from start to finish, even in the middle, they put a great show together. And not only do we get heel Orton to start the program, man, our very first match of the night is Cien Almas versus Rusev. Are you fucking kidding me? Rusev coming off this amazing match with AJ, Cien just being Cien, and just proving to everybody how incredible and how he is the future. He is the future for the WWE. What a tremendous match these two put on. And they didn't even get that long of a spot. I think it was about 10, 15 minutes in real time. But damn, was it a good match, man. And I'm just sitting here watching this. And the question I asked myself, very first question I asked myself, which is what I do when I'm excited about a match. And there's Roman Reigns ones I've been excited about, and I asked myself the same question. Could I see this headlining a WrestleMania? I could. But at the same time, I also know I have a different taste in wrestling than maybe your traditional fan or maybe your newer fan. But there are definitely people out there like me. Perfect example, man. The dude I look up to on YouTube and that makes me want to progress to always get better, JD from NY206. A very similar look on things. It's so crazy. Never met the man, never interacted with him once. And damn, if you listen to our reviews, very similar ideas. Very similar ideas. We have very similar minds when it comes to the game. So, like I said, man, I can see this. But for you guys out there that would say you can never see this headlining a WrestleMania, at the same time, I could understand. It might not have the complete draw. So, would you even risk putting this in that main event spot at WrestleMania? But absolutely great work in the ring between these two men. Aiden accidentally hits Lana. This distracts Rusev, as it should. He should be concerned with his wife. But due to this distraction, Cien gets a huge win. Man, honestly, you could say an upset. What a huge win for Cien, man. Showing he belongs with the big dogs. So I'm just excited to see the work that's going forward. Love this man. Absolutely love this man. Now, with that being said, with Aiden interfering with, or unfortunately causing Rusev the loss, and all of them already spouting due to Aiden causing Rusev the loss at Extreme Rules, this is going to be the end of Happy Rusev Day, man. I mean, technicality, yes, it's always going to be a Happy Rusev Day. But this is the end of that glorious entrance that we're going to hear for Rusev, man. So, I don't know why WWE Creative or Rusev and Aiden have decided to go this route. I probably think it was creative over everything. Because Happy Rusev Day is at an all-time high right now. Especially coming off the match with AJ. Do you know how many people want to see that again? Would love to see the rematch. Honestly, I would have loved to see the rematch again at SummerSlam. But I'm extremely happy with what we're going to get. We'll get to that a little later, though. But, man, with this being the end of Aiden and Rusev together, I think this is going to really hurt Aiden, man. Just going to really push Aiden back down. I think even Rusev's going to take a bump. Take a little hit from this. So, it's not a career buried, man. But it's pretty much a great fucking duo. Buried. A great duo coming to an end. That's a bummer, man. Sometimes that's hard to realize, but as we say, man, the show must go on, right? But once again, man, huge win for Cien Almas. God, dude, this dude is... If I molded a wrestler, my intensity would be Cien's. No lie, man. How intense he is in that ring and the way his moveset comes off, phenomenal, dude. Dude is a superstar. Now, we get a squash match. Joe versus R-Truth. Joe just runs through R-Truth, man. This is really just a waste of a time. Don't even know why R-Truth's on the show, to be honest, man. I would just really have him working backstage and with trainers, or with training, being a trainer, man. Like, why are you making this man wrestle? We know he's not going to amount to anything. We know you got to kill some time. He's like another version of Goldust. Come on. The golden truth, for fuck's sake. Like, so, really pointless for Joe. I would say this is I wouldn't even say this is a downfall in the night, because if I seen this matchup, this is how I would have booked it. Joe just destroy R-Truth, and then we move on. Asuka promo, man. All I really took from the Asuka promo is that, you know, she's back to they're not ready for Asuka. What do you guys want me to tell you, man? This is like one of the hardest topics for me to talk about. First off, if you would have seen the reaction I got when she lost at WrestleMania, reach out to me and Dean and ask him. I was pissed. It ruined Mania. That was the start of the ruining of Mania for me. Okay, when she lost to Mella the first time, you guys know, man. Go back and watch the Money in the Bank review. Lose my goddamn... I literally titled it A Career Buried, talking about Asuka. And everybody doubted me, man. Everybody questioned if what I was talking about was real. So then we get Mella and Asuka again at Extreme Rules. More nonsense. Asuka loses. Asuka's fell so far back. She's not even in consideration for SummerSlam. So the woman who should be the fucking champion isn't. We got this bullshit woman being the champ. Then to top it off, she's got to fight Billie Kay last night. Lo and behold, she beats Billie Kay. Thank God they did that right, for fuck's sake. And this is the part I hate, man, is when I work all the time on giving you quality content that's good enough for kids to hear. Because I want you to be able to listen to this in the car with the kids. I want you to be able to listen to this anywhere and nobody ever question. But it's moments like these, man, that get me so pissed off that, like, everything I'm working on, the filter just goes away. And this is one of those times, man, that filter just goes away. And it really just pisses me off, man. Because they can do this right, but the rest of Asuka's booking is shit. Tell me, who the fuck is excited to see Mella and Becky Lynch? And not for Becky Lynch. I want to see Becky Lynch. Like I said on last Tuesday's freaking thing. After JD brought it up on Twitter that she had no, like, he wants to see Asuka progress and not get pushed back down. But at the same time, you can't argue with the work Becky's done. And you know, here at KLIQPOD, we're all about what have you done. Becky deserves this. So I don't want to take this away from Becky at all, but it should be Becky versus Asuka. And I know we can't sit here and just revel in the past, so I'm not going to sit here and revel in the past. What I am going to do is shit on the future, man. Asuka's done. I'm sorry. I love Asuka more than anybody. Had high hopes for them. High hopes they would finally do somebody right. Instead, they fail her. Asuka is now relegated to the D card. Like, I don't... That's tough, man. That's tough. Excuse me. One of, if not the most talented woman on that roster, and she's got to placate to bullshit. The Charlotte Flair loss, fine. I can understand that. I mean, I can't. Because you could have did so much more. Like, so much more. But with that being said, losing to Mella twice. Then to top it off, man, We'll get to that when we get to the match. We'll get to that when we get to the match. I don't want to skip right now. All right, man. At this point in the show, I get really excited. AJ is going to select his new opponent for SummerSlam. You know what I like about WWE or SmackDown way more than Raw? Raw has this fucking agenda to get the belt on Roman Reigns, correct? I don't care how you feel about it. I don't care if you're a Roman Reigns fan, hater, somewhere in the middle. I don't care. That's not the point of what I'm talking about. They have an agenda to get the strap on Roman, and you know this as well as I know this. On SmackDown, there's no agenda. If I had to pick anybody who's a true fighting champion from both shows, with everybody's word, that's including Seth's run as the IC title, and I'm not talking about how prestigious is the belt. I'm talking about just what you've personally done. I think AJ's done the best work. He has the most new challengers. We're about to see the third or fourth Brock and Roman match. I don't even, at this point, it's mute to me. I mean, I'm going to watch it. I have to for you guys. If it's good, I'll tell you it's good. If it's shit, I'll tell you it's shit. I'll tell you it wins. I'm really looking forward to the AJ main event. But with that being said, man, I just feel AJ is the truest champion. He defends against all... Man, just think about the competition AJ's faced. Yes, we had the Shinsuke for months. Then we had Jinder at one point, man. We had Rusev just now. It's like AJ gives people opportunities. Raw doesn't. And that's just tough. And don't give me this... I don't care. I know some of you are thinking right now, well, wait till Roman wins the strap. He'll be giving everybody shots. First off, no, he won't. He doesn't look good against everybody. He doesn't have the quality of wrestling to be able to put on a good match with anybody. AJ does. AJ can lead. AJ can follow. AJ's very, very great with his impromptu. That man's great at what he does. There's a reason he has been the champ for so long. SmackDown is the house that AJ Styles built. Remember, man, before AJ Styles hopped on, man, it felt like SmackDown was the sinking show. But ever since, I feel like it's been the better show. Even when you have those shit weeks where both shows just suck. It could be as simple as just the 2-hour format for it. So it goes smoother, it's quicker. By the time I even look at my phone the first time, which I don't look at my phone I'm getting bored and things like that, man. You guys got to keep in mind, I got 2 kids, man, my youngest being 2. I got to keep this fool, we got to make sure he eats, he gets his bath, he gets to bed. So I got to stay on top of the time because, try to build good habits when they're young. They'll have good habits when they're old. With that being said, by the time I look at my phone on SmackDown for the first time, it's already damn near 6:45, 7, and the show's almost over. As soon as 7 hits, 7 my time. If you're East Coast, that'd be what, 9? Yeah, it'd be 9. Central, 8. Pacific, 6. But as soon as that halfway point hits, man, it feels literally like a transition of shows. Raw, it doesn't, man. That second hour is probably one of the hardest hours to get through. Because by the time the third hour hits, even if there's a great main event, you're typically so worn out from that second hour, man. It is hard to go into that third hour. So, I mean, just overall, the SmackDown is just better to me. With that being said, I think AJ is the best champion out there. He gives all fighters and all wrestlers an opportunity. He comes out last night. Pages, AJ, we need to figure out somebody for you to defend your belt against at SummerSlam. AJ, never any hesitations. Yeah, let's do it. Unfortunately, James Ellsworth comes out and wastes my time, said some nonsense about how he could beat AJ, all this other crap. I don't care if he has in the past. I don't even want to see this dude no more. And I'm going to get to this here in a second, which pissed me off about this James Ellsworth move even more. So, James Ellsworth gets fired last night by Paige. She just doesn't want to hear it. He's done. Gets carried out by security. Physically carried out. Like a little child. So Ellsworth's done. Paige tells Mella, you're SOL with that. You better find a new boyfriend or something. So you're literally telling me, WWE, the only reason you brought James Ellsworth back was a reason for Carmella to beat Asuka. To beat Asuka. That's it. If I've ever seen more bullshit, see, y'all think I was fucking playing when I told you they burying Asuka. That's more proof. They brought him in literally just through the Asuka thing so she can lose to Mella. Now he's magically going to be gone for SummerSlam. Don't know if we'll see him again. Maybe they'll play it back that he surprisingly shows up or interferes from the audience and buys a ticket or some shit at SummerSlam. Sure, we could have something like that. But you did this basically for... Okay, whatever. Anyways, James Ellsworth's ass gets fired. Thank you, Jesus. While he's getting carried out with Paige, Samoa Joe, surprise attack, or sneaks up behind AJ, signs the contract. Coquina clutches him to sleep. How nasty is that? So our main event on the SmackDown side at SummerSlam is literally Samoa Joe versus AJ Styles. What did I say the second Samoa came over to freaking SmackDown? What did I say? Possibilities, baby, and we're starting to see them. Oh my God, man. Samoa Joe versus AJ Styles. I haven't seen this since TNA, man. And let me tell you, if you haven't seen those matches in TNA, go back and watch them. Holy shit. These two are something else. These guys both rewrote the X Division. Well, AJ made the X Division. Samoa Joe rewrote it. And that's just what's so freaking good, man. So we know, going into SummerSlam, man, we have a great main event on the SmackDown side of things. And I know these guys will not fail you. Whew. Oh, my God, man. I can't believe SmackDown dropped this on us. Like, I had no inkling, man. I had no clue who we were going to see. I was hoping it'd be Samoa. Of course I do. I love Samoa Joe, man. But I didn't know they're going to drop it on us like that, man. So I'm super excited. Good job, man. Good job, WWE. God, man. Finally. I don't care if he wins or not, man. I think Samoa Joe's going to come out this match looking great. And AJ's AJ. We didn't even got to go there, man. Paige has a little talking to Samoa Joe. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, I know I was going to choose you. I know I was going to pick you, but you didn't have to do it like that. He's like, nah, I took care of that shit myself. Because Joe's going to kill you. Oh, my God, man. I'm psyched. Damn, man. Fudge, dude. How far away are we? We're so close, too, man. We are so close to SmackDown. Like, I'm already ready to do the prediction video, and we still got some time, so I should probably wait. But, damn, man. I could talk. Oh, my God, dude. Match of the night. I'm calling it now. Match of the night. Hands down, man. At this point, man, I'm fucking grooving. We get what is a... I don't know how to talk about this match. I like Becky Lynch, man. I like Becky Lynch a lot. As far as the little ass kiss kicker and shit like that, I care less about that whole shit. What I do like is her in the ring. I love the disarm. I think it's a great move. And I like her look, minus her wardrobe. Not as in I want to see her nude or anything like that. I just mean I don't like her ring gear. I wish she'd mix it up. I think she'd look a lot cooler with some like similar colors, but just a pants top gimmick. And not like a half top or either. Like, I don't know. So I really like Becky. I think she deserves this opportunity. Last night she faces Mella. If Becky wins, she goes to SummerSlam to face Mella for the belt. Of course Becky wins, which she should. Like I said, man, she's been on an absolute roll. Love it. I absolutely feel at this time they're going to hand over the belt to Becky. As much as I want to bitch and complain about Asuka not having the belt, I have no problems with Becky having the belt. At all. I think Becky would be a great representative for SmackDown in the women's division. Not only that, I think she'd be a fighting champion, and I think she would give us some really good matches. Storylines, I don't know. The women's division just kind of fails with these storylines. they don't really have anything too inspiring or intriguing to me. Most intriguing thing at this time is just seeing Ronda come back from the suspension. I really don't want to see her against Alexa Bliss, so I can't say that's intriguing to me. This is just too early for her to be in the title discussion. Like, all that is to me is you're pissing on the rest of your talent when you have really good talent on that show. With that being said, congratulations, Becky. Mella looked like shit, man. I truly just don't get these fools who say Mella's money. Like, if you want to say Mella's a beautiful woman, cool, man. I have no problems with that. But Mella's money, I just want to sit down with somebody and start some dialogue on how is she money exactly. Because I don't feel it. If anything, I think Mella is outplayed, extremely boring, hit or miss on her promos, and her matches are show shoddy. And her finisher is one of the worst finishers. Because it's not sweet chin music. She doesn't pull it off like it looks good or intense. Typically, it just looks like it's barely hitting them. And that's what pisses me off, man. I won't lie. During this match, I was irritated watching Becky kick out to a head kick from Mella. Like, Asuka couldn't, but Becky could. But I know Asuka could murder both of them. Like, so, I don't get it. I'll be honest. I'm just looking for the belt to come off Mella's hands and get on an actual female wrestler's hands. So we could see a woman that's good in the ring defending as our champion rather than Mella. She's not money. Mella's the furthest thing from money. But like I said, man, seeing Becky win in this match, that's all I wanted was the outcome. Didn't really care about the match itself too much. Becky did her part. Mella slacked off. What's new? Becky wins. Becky goes to SummerSlam. Bring home that strap, Becky. Yeah, come on, man. We need that shit. We get New Day versus Sanity. Was not a bad match at all, man. Did not like the outcome. New Day wins. They advance in the tag team tournament to face the winners. They advance to the finals to face the winners of the Bar, who returned last night. Crazily enough, I feel like we haven't seen them in forever. It's been like a month or two. The Bar versus the Usos. So really looking forward to that match next week. The match last night, it was pretty good. I just like seeing Sanity wrestle, man. They're so good. You guys know how I feel about the New Day. I love the New Day. I think this was the right move, even though it wasn't the outcome I wanted. I think this is the perfect move. Hopefully we get to see the Usos versus the New Day, but I actually think we're going to end up seeing the Bar versus the New Day. And I think the Bar is going to win out of that, and they're going to face the Bludgeon Brothers at SummerSlam. Which, to be honest, I think they have a really good chance of upsetting them at SummerSlam. So really looking forward to that. Good job by Smackdown last night to do this. Yeah, really good job by Smackdown to do this last night. And I like the idea of a tag tournament. Now, I wish the tag tournament had started with 16 teams. We definitely don't have enough for 16 teams. So I understand it. But, I mean, give or take, they're giving us 3 matches total that we know we'll enjoy. Even if it's the Bar that wins next week. I enjoy the Bar. I have no problem watching Cesaro and Sheamus. I would just prefer to see the Usos win. I think the Usos are one of the best tag teams out there. Them and the Young Bucks are fighting for number 1. I'm tired of ranking everything. I mean, they're just fighting for number 1. It's that simple. Why not just congratulate both? Why does one always have to be better than the other? And then we're actually rounding down the show last night. And a segment that I was not expecting to in the show, but honestly, I should have. That's on me, too. I got to take full blame for that. Miz and Maurice come out, and of course, the premiere's kicking off right after SmackDown. So they're out there talking about it. He starts talking shit about Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan comes out. The Miz throws his baby at Daniel Bryan. Hits Daniel Bryan with the skull-crushing finale. Then we realize it was just a plastic baby. Do you really think he would bring out Sky for the WWE Universe? Duh. But way to go, man. Congratulations to The Miz and Maurice and Baby Sky. You guys had a great show last night. I actually really enjoyed the first episode. Like I said at the beginning, guys, if you haven't checked that out, go check it out. Last night Smackdown was very good. Even enjoyed the final segment, even though it was just a build-up for the show that was coming right after. All over, guys. That's 2 weeks in a row that SmackDown's put on a good show. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You're not going to hear me complain or bitch and moan, man. And it's kind of nice, man. It was fun being excited and getting to talk good things about this. I'm like, and as you guys can see, the show overall was so good. Things I would have typically probably had a real problem with. It made it a lot easier to handle. So with that being said, guys, all we can hope is that they go 3 for 3 next week. Raw follows their lead, gives us a good show Monday. But with that being said, I got to get to work because we got to get some more videos done for y'all. But as always, take names, kick ass, and peace.